It's the other stuff that feels quite difficult. You know, get an honest laugh is very hard.
If you see somebody do something great, just tell them.
You don't push for emotion. It either happens or it doesn't.
Take what's good in your life and move forward.
Time is your ally, and if nothing else, just wait. Just wait.
Before I'd be like, what limb do I have to cut off to make this scene 3% better?
Whatever the actor gives me, I use.
It sounds so simple, but it's shocking how much it gives you.
A wider range of choices, I think, is good.
I'm a junkie. You know, I watch movies all the time because that's what I did from the time I was a kid. I watch movies, black and white movies, all the time. I do Robert Mitchum sometimes when I'm in a movie. I do Cagney. I do old people. You know, that I watch their movies because that's who I watch.
Yeah, empathy for my father, you know, who was always the biggest villain in my life, you know, and I think if you can empathize with the biggest villain in your life and sort of scrape some of these shadows, and it makes you lighter and freer. I don't think I was leading with love, and my life has changed. You may or may not attest, but I feel like when you lead with lightness and love, you can get to the heavy easier. You know, it's much easier, it's much more accessible. Like anger and the rough shit is very easy. You know, it's the other stuff that feels quite difficult. You know, get an honest laugh is very hard.
What a nice thing, though, for somebody to lay that on you.
Sweet.
Have you ever done that? I've actually done that. I drop, if I see somebody, I'll slide and then I'll get out of the way. You know, if you see somebody do something great, just tell them. I think it was Maggie Gyllenhaal was the last one.
It's not something you push for. You don't push for emotion. It either happens or it doesn't. You can't like anticipate it or nothing will happen. But you know, there's a lot of things that in that instance are supporting you. The script is so good and it's well written. If it was badly written, there's only one way to do it. If it's well written, you know, the language is so rich that every time you say it, it opens up an idea for something else. And because Noah has structured, and Adam knows this from working with Noah and Meyerowitz, that the text is the text, and I find that incredibly freeing because your intention could be anything.
I've seen it. I've seen people come. I've seen people go. I've seen them come. I've seen them go. You gotta be chill. You gotta like just take what's good in your life and move forward cautiously and carefully, and thank God that you have that. Just it's very, very important not to overextend yourself when you think you got it. There's no such thing. Everybody's dispensable.
I wish I had known that this too shall pass. You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry?
Yes,
this too shall pass.
Great.
You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers? You feel like that everybody finally gets you, and there you are. This too shall pass. Time is your ally, and if nothing else, just wait. Just wait. Just wait it out.
Like, you know, before I'd be like, what limb do I have to cut off to make this scene 3% better? You know, I'll do that. But I think that it's about inspiration, right? So, you know, the whole reason process exists is to inspire, right? And sometimes you don't need a wild process to be inspired by something. Sometimes the words themselves will do it. Sometimes the character is enough. Sometimes the situation is so harrowing that that's enough to inspire a whole history of a character. And sometimes you gotta, what did he eat for breakfast? What did he do this? In order to try, you know, to inspire some imagination and some sense of truth, right? Or some sense of some emotional, interesting thing. But boundaries, I think, are becoming more important for me now. You have kids. Time is the most valuable commodity.
One of the things I do when I collaborate is whatever the actor gives me, I use. I don't go home and prepare a performance and then come to the set and use that performance that I prepared at home. I prepare myself for the fact that the actor may give me something completely different, because what has happened in the past, and I see it with other actors, they'll tell another actor how to act. And the reason why they do that is because they've already planned what they want to do, and that other actor, whatever they're giving them, is interfering with that. That's not how it works. You got to say yes to your partner. If they're giving you a line in a certain way, guess what? You got to get up off your double snakes and use that. That's my process of collaboration.
Well, everything starts with script. Every movie, every play, it's all the script. And there's a trick that I do. It sounds so simple, but it's shocking how much it gives you. If you go through the script and make 2 lists, one list is everything my character says about herself, and the other list is everything the other people say about my character. And you write those down, and when you look at it, immediately you feel like, well, that's a person that's separate from me. Because this is, you know, it's so many clues.
I think craft is important. It has been to me just as another color on your palette. Anything that affords you a wider range of choices, I think, is good. Physical stamina is good. An interesting voice is good.